G'day guys, Jason and Nick here on the Udder Farm. We're actually on the Udder Farm property today, putting up our first internal fence. So I've already set up my 2 string lines. I've got Nick giving me a hand today. She's basically running out and measuring every 5 metres for these 1 3/4 posts to go. So the best thing I ever did was second hand bought this measuring wheel. I'll get Nick to show it up and give you guys a look. Hold it up. 50 bucks, second hand. Australian, that is. Last time I struggled with a tape measure by myself. Measured 5 metres, moved it on. But that's great for fencing. I've actually bought it off a fencing contractor. So it's a measuring wheel. Every 5 metres, she puts a post down. We can use it to put in the watering system as well through the cattle, because we're going to put our uprights in. Anyway, enough of me talking. We'll get cracking and erect this fence. You win some, you lose some. That one went in easily. This one's not going in. Just goes to show the ground must be hard, but years of regenerative farming can only improve the soil, but it's not helping me out right now. I think I'm gonna have to grab the tractor and I'll try a few more, but I'm gonna have to grab the tractor and put these in. Because the soil's been pretty compact here. It's been continuously grazed for years, so over the years of putting more carbon and sunlight in the ground, you're gonna break down the soil and make it a lot softer to get the microbes and the worms in to improve the soil. And now the water holding capacity, the post should go out easy, but it's not helping me now, that's the issue. As you've seen, we got one in down the end with a post hole rammer, and then the next 3 was still about 6 inches short of where we needed to be. So we tried the hammer, tried the petrol post hole, nothing worked. So we've had to pull back Old Faithful, the old auger on the front of the tractor, and bury it down the required depth, then put the post in and then ran the dirt back in. But I was going to film this for the rest of the day, but we're going to have to wait till tomorrow now because we've just had some lunch and I was just moving the car and I backed over my tripod. So the joys of being a YouTuber. So that A-frame's now buggered, so I have to grab one tomorrow and continue filming tomorrow. But we'll just plug along now today and get a few more done, probably another 10, and we'll see you tomorrow. Righto guys, if you've been on the channel a bit and haven't had a chance to subscribe, now's the opportunity. Just hit the subscribe button. It should be the Udder Farm logo down in one of the corners. And if you want to be notified of when we put new videos out, hit the bell or the notification button, and by all means hit like if you like the content. Just leave us a message guys if you want to ask us questions, or if you've got any regenerative farming questions or questions about what we're doing in each video, just leave them in the comments and I always answer back to all those people that leave comments. Morning guys, it's our second day now. Me and Nick are out here. Coming here just on dark actually, sun was just starting to come up. The cows haven't even risen yet. So I'm going to do more section of this fence today. Come out earlier because every 10 hours you've got to do the fell or the front end loader or the grease nipples on that tractor and the front end loader, otherwise you're going to wearing the pins out if you don't. So every 10 hours it's better off preventative maintenance and try and replace pins down the track and the bearing. So there's that spring gate we done a couple of videos back. So we got as far as there. As you can see, we've done all the way down to that corner section. So today the plan is, without the tripod, I haven't had a chance to go to town yet, we're going from down there, can't quite see it because I'm actually wrong direction with the sun, down there where Nick is, there's that corner H, and then from there we're going all the way down there. There's a gully to the other end. We'll show you when we get down there. So remember guys, when you put in a H post like that on your corner, you can't be any more than 30 degrees. If you go back to the other video I done on H posts, I describe in full how to set up a H post, whether you need a H post or whether you need a corner brace when you're going into a corner. So jump back at that if you're wondering how or what angle, how to work it out, whether you need a brace or corner, or sorry, a brace or a H post. Jump back at that H post video and have a look. I'll go into full detail on that one. So going from this H post right back to where I just was, that other H post today, and around beside me here, we'll be dipping down and going through that gully there, and then up the other side and posting that out as well. I'm only using one string line here, if you can see. There's only one string line. I normally use two. The reason why I'm only using one, if you have a look down there, the sun's not going to get in the road. It's sort of undulating, and right about there, it's only about 200 mil, which is about 8 inches off the ground, but down further, it's about 1 meter off the ground because it's undulating. So because we're only using one string line, to get the post square to the ground, I'm simply using this crowbar for two reasons. One, to get it square to the ground, so the string line's about 5 mil off, and get that bubble square at the top. So that's about it there now. As you can see, when Nicole comes over, it's just off the string line, about 1/4 inch, and up the top, I'm getting that bubble right in the square. So that's the perfect place I want it. So that's to get it square. And the second reason, if you have a look now, down the hole here, what I do, while I got it there, I merely push down and I make a mark in the soil, because that way when I'm bringing in the 8-inch auger, I'll show you, I'll pull that out, I've got this hole left in the ground there. So Nicole just directs me straight in with the auger piece.
Ooh, and we're off and racing.
There we go. So this brace I made up from a few videos back, if you noticed. The reason why I use the brace and the bungee is because you want that post going into the ground 90 degrees to the lay of the land. So basically, if that was up a hill like that, the post would be still 90 degrees and come out on an angle. I know it's going to look silly, I'll show you. So if we're on a slope, that post would be in that level. If you're going up to say a hill at 45 degrees, that's roughly how the angle would be. I'll explain why that when I start running the wire in another video. Just push it down in the hole. I've got my lovely assistant Nicole today. She's got a day off work. Well, we say a day off work. Should I say a day of unpaid work? She hasn't got a day off it. I'm going to hold that square too, Dale, while I hammer it in, make sure it's going square on the way down. Look at that, perfect. Yep, so not moving, that's square now, Dale, I've got it. Just line out with that mark.
Yep, you do that.
There.
No, and then I keep going. Figure it at that mark. Yep.
And we'll ram the soil in, hold it square. I like to go about 4 inches short of the hole, so that gives you that 4 inches to hammer that post in to give it a bit of leeway. And now we just put soil around it, and Nick will hold the square while I ram dirt. You do that to about until it gets halfway up, and then it's right. You're pretty well right. It's not going anywhere after that. So that's it. That post is finished. So down the bottom there, that's about 3 to 4 inches. What we plan doing is all those posts are the same all the way around where we've done. We're just going to get in a bucket of soil and a shovel and the sledgehammer and ram those in when we finish. Top those up probably 3 or 4 inches higher than the ground level. That way it'll sink down over time. So as for squareness, I'll see how good Nicole done her job. So it's right just on the line, so wouldn't even be, oh, you've got about quarter to half an inch in it. No, not even quarter, sorry, yeah, quarter of an inch, 6 mil. So that's pretty good. I think I'll keep her for a while, and she can help me do the rest of this. If that was out, I was going to tell her to go home and put her feet up, but she's going to have to stay now. All done and dusted. Just a little after lunchtime now. So I've gone all the way down that way. Looks pretty good, and the change of direction is on the H post here right behind me. So that's the H post there, and that goes back to those spring gates we put in a few videos back there. So we've gone from there this morning all the way down, round to just past the tractor, down to where that gully is. If you're looking to change direction like we did down there, that H post, consider what we did here. We were going to put in a gateway in anyway, so rather have a gateway here and then all of a sudden within say 20 foot, 30 foot away I was going to change directions. You can save money by doing what we did. We put the brace there and the other brace here. So as you can see here, that fence goes directly down that way. If I turn around exactly 180 degrees, that puts that line going straight through there. Instead, I had this brace going down that way, which is about a 30-degree angle. Putting a gateway and using one of your braces from your gateways as a change of direction, because you won't need the H post then. Anyway guys, on behalf of myself and Nicole, she's in behind the camera, we're going to call it a day and have some lunch. We've got to tend to the cattle now, so have a good morning, have a terrific afternoon, and an awesome evening guys, wherever you're watching this from, and we'll catch you later.